Hello, good people of the internet. We're back playing Rogue Genesia, which I say back, I haven't played it in a while, but this is the 0.9.0 update, which has just been released. And so I thought I would play. What is in that update? There is so much in it. From new events, to new cards, to new weapons, to new talents, new artifacts. Lots of things rebalanced. Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot in it. So I think it's worth playing again. D rank is where I got to last time, apparently. Have played a couple runs, but let's choose one again. In fact, we can change our talent as well. If you haven't seen this, then there are various talents you can unlock in some way. I don't actually know how. And we're so very close, 247 on our mastery on that. So at some point we're going to get an upgrade. And our multi-shot we have upgraded, so that was game 1 projectile every 29 levels. It's now every... Sorry, it was every 30 levels, now every 29. So that means it will be slightly better. But you can see, I don't know what max level it has. Oh no, it isn't showing us. Anyway, so there's various other things you could choose if you wanted to, but we're just going with these ones. For now, why not? And we're going to start a new run. As you can see, achievements unlock. You don't know what Rogue Genesia is, it's your regular survivors type game. Except there's this kind of grid pattern like Slay the Spire, where you can choose your path. Having chosen the bow talent, it starts me with a bow. You want to pick up gems. I'm trying to kill these enemies. Which didn't work because they're too fast. But yeah, early on you just want to upgrade. Getting attacks is very useful. Extra weapons. You'll see as well on the top left. Well, we're going to go with the uncommon one. I'll explain more as we go through that. We have a few things that will help us complete this mission, or say help us. They're essential, except for the one that says optional. So you need to kill 100 enemies. You get 3 choices, 3 cards. They have different rarities, and in fact in the new version there are these helpful tooltips. Very helpful. So that you know what each of the things does. Normal, tainted we'll come back to in a second, but let's go with the iron skin for now. Ideally you want to increase your damage output, because at the beginning you could have very little damage output, and you can see there's already quite a few enemies around. But yeah, increasing damage output and picking up the gems so you can upgrade as soon as possible is what you should do. I should also make sure I'm looking for crates around and trying to damage those. Let's improve our weapons. So yeah, the rarities, the tainted, they're not always... Like, they still provide good benefits, they're just... There are many more levels to them, so there's like 99 levels or 999 levels to those. And therefore they provide fewer benefits per upgrade. As you can see here, there's 999 levels and it only increases your base defense piercing by 0.5, which is quite a lot, but you'd probably see one which is a normal or uncommon, which is increasing it by 0.1 or something. Anyway, so if you want a better upgrade, go for the more, well, the rarer one, let's say. Yeah, there's gold pickups, which you can spend in shops and stuff. So when we're back on the main map, we'll talk more about that again. So now we've done our optional thing, we will get more rewards for that. And you'll see that in a second as well. Okay, end of level, you have a bit more time to collect any gems you've missed, but you probably will miss quite a lot of them. So as you can see, at the end of a game, you have your gold, and you get to choose a card, another upgrade. We're going to go for another weapon, also because it's rare. And because we did the optional rewards, we get an extra one of those. And again, we're going to go for the rare one. Do we want base projectile piercing? Sure, let's go with that. And then back on the map, I do like chests because they provide you all the benefits. So experience, gold, a card selection, and also an artifact. So this one increases monster amount, but it reduces their health, so it'll be easier to kill. And you get to kill more enemies, which means the levels go quicker in a way. And then another one of these. So yeah, sometimes they provide negative things as well. So you have to kind of weigh up, do I want this positive thing, even though it gives me a negative thing? This appears to reduce the base defense by quite a long way, but also increase the additional projectiles, and I do like that. But for now, we're just going to go with the pike, because I like making weapons better. Cool, so now we have a choice which way we're going to go up. Let's have a look at the question mark. It's not always an event. It could be any number of things. So this time it is an event. A group of monsters are nearby and a group of villagers are in dire situation. What are you going to do? What will you going to do? Well, again, early access, so there will be some typos and stuff. Anyway, so we can give away a soul card, which is one of the upgrades. We can ignore them, or we can fight, but we may take some damage. And we get 58 experience, that's not a lot. But we do get this other artifact. Each tainted card level increases your max health and regen by 2%. So now there's an extra bonus if we do take tainted cards. Let's go up into the middle. And now we're at the shop. So we only have 2,168 gold. And so we can heal ourselves, which is only 85 HP. We can get a fire wine, which is only an item for 120 seconds, probably not that useful. Can buy another card selection or just this card. In fact, there's a few cards there. There is this artifact that we can't afford, which is a bit of a shame because that looks like a really good artifact. And also we can't afford to reroll the shop. So if we had more money, it would be better to be in here. Let's, for now, well, we'll get the clover because it looks cheap. It gives us more gold, and then we can't afford anything else. That's maybe not worth it. Fine, we'll just go to the next stage. So maybe, in fact, we should be going to kill enemies, but I don't know. Let's go to the question mark. And what are we going to do? Let's save them again, but this time we've already got that artifact, so we only are going to get the experience. So maybe it wasn't the wisest choice. Anyway, we somehow have enough experience to level up, so we're going to take the weapon damage again. And if we do this within time, then we will get our optional rewards. I think, was it the pike that's directional? I guess so. Let's improve our bow. So yeah, our pike is directional, maybe. I don't know which one's which. So that is helping us. Well, that's why we have this cursor. We're going to improve, again, the weapons. I don't think we're going to get to 420 enemies killed. Let's take extra XP. I like extra XP. And this time they all look rubbish, so maybe we re-roll. And then we can have stone-handed, which gives us more projectiles, but then reduces their duration by quite a long way and the attack speed. But extra projectiles, I think, is very useful. He says, but we are losing a lot of health. We should probably pick up some health things. Now, let's just go with aiming. And an extra weapon? Sure. Okay. And here they're all normal, so we can get another projectile, but we do less damage. Or we can improve the projectile and knockback. Or health. Let's go with health, because I feel like we need health. And these are all tainted, so let's reroll the rarity. And if you reroll rarity... well, it still gave us a tainted one. But you can see that's not a very good upgrade. Tiny bit of defense, tiny bit of defense piercing. Or a tiny bit of attack speed. Let's go with defense, because that looks like the biggest actual upgrade. What do we want this time? Let's get an extra dash, even though we're not really using them. But you can see you can kind of get out of trouble there. And these ones, which are epic and have kind of severe punishments, so this max health multiplier minus 50%, but gives you a very huge boost to something else. Probably not going to take it this time because we need to keep our health. But maybe we go defense multiplier, but not base defense shredding. And we'll get the bow, because we need to be doing more damage, and somehow we killed all the things we needed to without dying. So we get our gold and our card selection. We're going to take the extra defense. And then this is a survival boss round. So we picked up a lot of gold there, but we may end up dying because there are a lot of enemies. We don't necessarily have the best things. Let's go with max health, defense, and regen, please, because I think we're going to need it in a survive game. And we only have to kill 500 or so people, but you can see that we just are lacking the ability to kill things. We should also be trying to get the upgrades, but... So here, yeah, the trade-off, literally trade-off, extra attack speed, but the minus 50% on the additional projectiles I don't think is good, so we're going to just get the pike, which we've now upgraded, and so we've unlocked Swordrang, which is an even better weapon, so maybe on the next run we'll have the luck to receive that. I'm going to get Tower for more health. Trying to get round to pick up this experience here, which has worked. Again, let's improve the pike. And this time, yeah, extra base damage, why not? If you jump in the middle, pick up another weapon, and sure, more damage. And I think this time we've picked up a few of these health upgrades, so we're going to improve that weapon. So yeah, I had to do a bit of running away and take all the health upgrades, but fine. Card selection, let's improve the weapon even more. So where are we going to go this time? Let's go... It would be nice if we could go to that chest, but we can't because the path doesn't take us there. It doesn't really matter, it's either skull, question mark, or question mark, skull. I mean, we could go this way and this gives us an extra option, so let's go that way. Find the shopkeeper out of his shop. Currently invested a total of 10k gold. I can invest more gold, which makes the shop cheaper over time. So go on, we'll invest some more gold. Do I want a level? Sure, why not? And you can also banish 3 things, so... I mean, these aren't the worst tainted ones, but maybe I should be doing that. Let's take this rare weapon upgrade. So again, we're just doing killing monsters. You'll see as well these are elites because they don't have huge numbers on their bars and they die relatively easily. Improve that weapon, but they do have like this little icon. I should probably pay more attention because we're about to die. So that one looks like it has a gold ring next to it, which I think means it's gonna like rejuvenate all of its health. Anyway, let's get more health, healing stuff. These statues provide blessings, so I've got extra move speed and dash cooldown. So if I want to use my dashes, that could be useful. And this time we'll take the clover. So you'll see it has that ring and then it just somehow gets all of its health back when it's dead. I suppose it just means there's 2 barrels there, and you can only see one of them. We're going to get an improved spike, which is now level 7. Or was it only level 6? I don't know. And then the shuriken, upgrade that. And then that's 860 monsters killed. Again, a bit tense in places. We take a card and we're going to take extra XP. Well, this is the opposite. That reduces our XP by about the same amount, but gives us more damage. Maybe we want more damage then. No, XP for now. We can get damage later. But first we need to boost. Right, so now we have one of these, another surviving ones. So we have to collect fangs. Which are just like random drops. I don't know if they've appeared on this run yet. And given that we're at this slightly higher viewpoint, we can't actually see. Anyway, the Windsblade talent, having done like, what was that, 10,000 kills with it? Unlocked a new talent there. Penetration's good. We can reduce the projectile speed, but increase the damage multiplier. Again, is that a good trade-off? Well, slower projectiles maybe aren't the worst thing. Let's have a look. I mean, they're still being emitted at the same speed. Anyway, yeah, I can't really see where the fangs are. That's fine. When we dash, increase your attack speed by 5% for 2 seconds. Yes, please. So now we're just going to be dashing all the time, because we are dashing. Well, in a frenzy, apparently. So even when you don't feel like dashing, just dash. And get another dash charge. And maybe you don't go through the big stack of beefy enemies. And maybe keep some stacks of dashes for when you need them the most to actually dash away. Take a spike shield to do more damage and defense. And did we, I don't know if we picked up enough of those things, hopefully. Yes, so we got experience and we got our optional rewards. We also get back our reroll charge, which I have not seen before. We're going to improve that weapon and our max health situation. And we might as well go with the champions. Is this a champion one? Fortress being heroic and the second highest rarity. We're going to go with that. So these, yeah, are champions. So we have to survive for a minute and a half and kill these things. And they have 30,000 health. 40, 50,000, some of them. And yeah, so I don't know what all the icons do. Is that this thing here looks like vampire teeth, so maybe that's lifesteal. We're going to get additional projectiles, please. I didn't even look at the other ones. It was just, you know, rare and something I like. Anyway, so that's one down. This one has like a purple thing, which I guess means it gives a little portal at the end, maybe, which is dangerous. Maybe, I don't know. And this one has a plus symbol, which makes me think it heals things. But it also has another symbol. Anyway, so we appear to have enough knockback that just standing here is okay. Maybe I don't have to run around as much as I thought I did. You know, until I want some experience. Right, we can improve our frenzy. Yeah, let's do that then. That's another reason to be moving around. Thunder Spirit. 10% chance to create an arc of lightning, reaching nearby enemies. Yes, please. Also, I thought it was 3 champions that we were trying to slay, but apparently it's 5. So we've survived the amount of time, but we haven't killed the champions just yet. This one's down to less than 10k health. So that's 1 down. Movable object. When you're not moving, plus 50% damage mitigation. Plus 100% damage multiplier. You become immune to knockback. Enter a 3-second cooldown upon moving. Alright, so when you're not moving, do more damage. Interesting. Or when we take damage, we increase health regen. I like both of those. Let's go with this one though. It doesn't really play well with our dash, but that's fine. We'll pick up some of the gold. And our choice, we're going to choose Fortress. Why not? Shopkeeper's Plate. Shop prices are reduced by 50%. So maybe we want to look for a shop now. Well, we can only go here, so maybe there's a shop here. And indeed there is. So we can improve our bow. It's probably a good thing. Increase experience gain by 100%, reduce gold gain by 50. I like experience. Do I like it as much as gold? Let's buy some other things first. So let's get the bow for sure. Card selection. The Void Spirit. 50% chance for soul gems to be attracted. And improves the XP multiplier. Yes. And did I pay? Are these prices already half price? Or they look like they are. Anyway, trade-off is now cheaper. So maybe actually worth it. This one time. Let's go for it. Sharpening stone. No, I don't think that's worth it. But maybe armor polish is. And sure, let's get more experience. Those numbers do weird things. They don't start from your current number when you buy something. Anyway, so we need to open crates, so let's try and do that first. This is a food crate, was it? But we need to survive, that's the main thing we should be doing. So we can have crossbow, or we can go and have more projectiles. Let's get the crossbow, because that's maybe more likely to come back. Another crate here. And yes, we'll upgrade the crossbow. Thank you very much. I want to get the crates done first because that's the optional one. And then we'll focus on everything else that we have to do. So yeah, one more crate before I kill too many things. Well, actually, I have to kill 3 champions, so it's probably not going to happen very quickly anyway. Here's a crate. Yeah, keep improving that crossbow. Which attacks the healthiest enemy, so it should be going for these champions, really. And penetration's all good, but turtle, is it interesting? Reduce move speed and attack speed, but increase health regen. Be good to see my health at the moment. Bonus, yeah, maybe that's a good move. The Fire Spirit, 30% chance to ignite enemies on hit. Deal 10% of your damage every second for 3 seconds. Duration of all stacks is reset to the duration of the most recent application. Is that a game changer? I don't know. It's only a third chance, but I'm doing lots and lots of hits, right? Apparently I can just keep them at bay this way, because I have high enough knockback. Excellent. Well, let's do that then. So I just need to kill these champions, and that'll be the end of this level. And yes, so the fiery dash, when you dash, inflicts burn damage to nearby enemies. Okay, I like that. And the optional rewards, somehow we still haven't improved our bow all the way up, but let's get the extra piercing. So we need to kill lots of enemies. Do we want more burn or improve the crossbow? Let's go with, on the assumption that it's rarer for it to have even appeared, let's go with the crossbow. Right, main thing that we want to do is kill enemies. So focus not necessarily on the champions, although they're also dying. This looks like a good reroll. And let's get the bow. Shuriken to improve damage. Always improve the weapons, I think. Well, maybe not always, but a lot of the time. And again, Shuriken. There are lots and lots of enemies. We're actually losing health in this level, but we have lots of health to lose, I suppose. That's good. I mean, the main thing in this level was to survive, and we also get the optional bonus. We just stand still for 3 seconds to do that other thing. Our artifact here, taking damage increases your damage by 50%. So we may have that always on. Card selection. Slowing enemies down on hit could be good. Or the critical multiplier. That slowed things down. So our gold is already low. We could increase our critical chance though. If we had a high crit damage, then that would be good. So let's just go with damage multiplier. Here is the blacksmith. There is this limit break service, which is expensive. I guess this doesn't count as a shop because the prices here are not cheap. But if your weapon's at 7 out of 7, you can move it on to 8 out of 7 or beyond, which is really useful. Reroll charge we don't need. Well, I don't think we need. We can improve our bow or the... Is this a new weapon? Yes. Okay. So maybe getting a new weapon is good. Getting 2 new weapons. And improving the current weapon and then doing this. Getting a 3rd new weapon. So on dash, throw a knife in a targeted direction. If a knife kills an enemy, you gain an additional dash charge, up to 2 plus 1 dash charge. So this does more damage, but is based on you doing dashes. It's interesting enough to use, right? And then this is the boss level. From our experience, we get to do things, so we can upgrade our removable object. Enter a 3-second cooldown upon moving. Or we can have heavy, which improves a whole bunch of things. Reduces our move speed, but makes us a lot harder to kill. I think we go with that. Right, charge the altars. So the boss level normally always look like this. There's these 3 altars. So you stand next to it, and then you have to do a little like defense thing. So you can't go outside this little red area. And then you have to stand here for, until this charges up to 100%. Once it has, then the corruption goes down, whatever corruption really means in this case. Well, corruption in the game increases the number, health of the enemies, but also the experience they leave or something. Anyway. We'll do this again for the other altar. That's health there. If you go outside, then it just stops charging. I don't know if you go a long way outside, if it will just, stop entirely. Anyway, so that's 2 of the 3. And then when you've done the 3rd one, which we'll do relatively quickly, the boss actually appears. This is not an altar, this is a blessing thing, so yes, we have better dash cooldown. And what do we want? Do we want to improve our balance? The salt? What's this? So reduces the base critical chance, but increases our damage. Or turtle, which further gives us more health and regen. Or just go with damage. Let's go with damage for now, because that has... I think... Anyway, so this is the Zone 1 boss, the Goblin Shaman. 200k health. If you get too close, it will start attacking. It's just healing itself. Yeah, it looks like it just healed itself, which was a bit early probably to heal itself. Oh. You need to save up your dashes for this thing, apparently. I mean, it's healed itself a couple times now. It does like various spells. What's it doing now? Did it heal itself again? Okay. And again. I'm not too worried if it sends off 1 meager projectile. Or heals itself. I know, maybe we're doing lots of damage to it, that it's deciding to heal itself a lot more. Here it's putting itself into lots of different places and sending off lots of projectiles, so it turns into its own little bullet hell. Which, maybe I just need to try and hit him to make it stop. Or he's just stopped on his own. Anyway, down to 50k HP and then dead. So let's get the Fiery Dash. Aiming. Anyway, something nearby. Actually, there was 1.4 million experience coins and the Sacred Sword, which reduces champion and boss health by 30%. Very useful. We're going to improve one of these, but which one? This is a much better improvement, maybe. And we have plenty of weapons to upgrade. But this coin, this kind of currency here is used outside the game. So in the, as I mentioned, the rogue-like part, your upgrades in the game aren't necessarily, well, they're only for the run, but then after the game, this currency is used. What do we have? So we can improve the knife, or we can just get extra damage. Let's improve the knife. And slowing the enemies down even more, or do we get penetration? Let's go with that, because that's the last level of that. And then, seeing as it was here twice, they'll take that thing as well. 500 enemies, 10 monster fangs. Anyway, here's an altar. We haven't collected that many finds. Have there been that many on the ground? Have I just been ignoring them? Maybe I need to retrace my steps. There's one there. It's another one. Yeah, definitely need to be looking out for them. And we're not going to do it. I think I needed to pay attention from the very beginning, but it's a bit random. Anyway, so we get our choice. Let's go with this. We're aiming for this. It doesn't really matter at the moment which way we go. Actually, maybe it did a little, depending on what's next. Right, kill 565 enemies in less than a minute. I'm dashing because the throwing knife does has a projectile which is only thrown when you dash. Anyway, let's go with aiming, even though it slows down attack speed. Probably don't really want to attack these things with high health if I'm going for a number of enemies, although given that there's 5 seconds left, it's a bit of a lost cause anyway. What do we want? Let's get the projectile size up and knockback up as well. Because then we should just be able to stand still. I mean, here we're just trying to kill things. But if there are lots of things coming for us. Yeah, let's get Fiery Dash because of the synergy. And single-handed. Well, this time... This one is a good trade-off because that is lots of extra damage for reduction of 1 projectile. So let's go with that. We'll take the chest. Lots of experience. The Soul Gauntlet automatically attracts the gems. And the extra synergy we will take as well. Right, where do we want to go from here? We can... Maybe got this path to this chest. Given the huge amount of experience, we have 4 upgrades to take. Let's go with damage. Slippery Skin. Extra damage mitigation. I don't know what the difference between damage mitigation is. Oh, I could just use the tooltip, I suppose. Reduce damage in a multiplicative way, applied before defense. So is that better than base defense? Flat mount. Applies after mitigation, can't reduce damage received by more than 75% after damage mitigation. Sure. And so this is another interesting one. Do we reduce our crit chance to 0? Well, we haven't actually got a lot of crit chance things. And that will give us a lot more damage. given that we haven't, if this was a run where we had got lots of crit chance things, I would say no. Anyway, we unlocked something new because we increased something up to some other level. What are we trying to do? Kill lots of things. I think as well the color of the gem, so the cooler it is, as in, not as in wear sunglasses or anything like that, and a cool leather jacket, but let's go dash cooldown. Like blues, then greens, dark, you know, those sorts of colors give less compared to the yellows and the oranges and the reds. But when you kill something this big, yeah, I think it will just give you well, this late in the game as well, like a blue gem or something. It's a bigger type of gem, so maybe there's another, you know, there's different appearances, and this is the first level, then it goes up in all the colors, and then there's a second level as well. Don't know. But if you're gonna aim for the ones on the floor and you don't know which way to go for like the orangey, reddy ones. Or the ones that have come out of these things. Right, let's go with a movable object. Sure. I mean, we'll use it sometimes. Let's improve this weapon. On to the next stage. We are going up this way. So this is another simple level. Do I want this one? When we take damage? Yes, let's take that. And size up as well. We want to improve that knockback. Should allow us to just stand still at some point. As well, because we have the cleaver, which provides knockback as well. So you can see there's like this bigger gem here. So yeah, let's improve the cleaver. And the bow. Again, only just reached level 7. Let's take this one again. Extra piercing. I have a feeling it can do huge amounts of damage, and you can kill pretty much lots, like, take a lot of health off the champions and stuff. When you upgrade it to like level 7 though, which we're only on what, like level 4, but still. Take another weapon boost. Okay, and we're going to take that one. We're trying to aim for this, so let's go up this way. Here we have to break crates, kill monsters, kill the champions. So let's find the crates first, or at least some crates, so that we can do that. These champions have several 100,000 HP, so it's going to take a while to kill them anyway. Are we wanting to ignite enemies or inflict burn when we dash? For 100 damage and range of 11 meters. Sure, let's go with that. So you can see them all flashing. That's the burn, is it? Thunder Spirit. Create an arc of lightning. Sure, let's improve that. Alright, I need to find the crates, don't I? I got distracted. Here's a crate with some cash in it, and another crate with some food in it. Right, so now we just need to kill champions. And monsters. You know, just kill things. Let's go size up. I don't know if it's bad to stand on that thing. Presumably it is, but hasn't really caused me a problem. Extra projectile, yes please. And let's increase the throwing knife. Because I want to get it to the point where it is super deadly. It's like it pretty much took out that elite, I think. And that thing. Right, center jar, this is new. Base, max health, improved a little bit. Same with damage. Oh no, that's quite a lot. Same with defense. But it does increase the corruption. So it means we're going to have more, make stronger monsters, but increase the experience they drop. And so we have now reached corruption 1, and we've unlocked the candle. Dash cooldown, let's go with that. Pyromaniac. On kill with fire, heal 4% of your max life. Sure. We're still aiming for the chest. Monster Fangs collected. So let's pay attention from the beginning to what things are dropping. So this one here. So we're up to 5 now. So yeah, 7 of 13. So if you pay attention or if the drop rate is good enough, then it's very easy to do. But sometimes it doesn't always give you the drops, I suppose. Would like to get the Ice Spirit, but let's go with the Throwing Knife. Which up to huge damage because, you know, just pretty much kills the elites in one. Collected all the fangs. So just monsters, really. Now, these ones are all... I mean... extra knockback? Sure. I wasn't sure if I was going to pick up a tainted one there, or to banish a tainted one, or... in the end, I just chose the normal one, as you might expect. I think this symbol means they can just dart around and appear somewhere completely random, well, nearby. So you'll see this guy, it's like a lightning darts effect, or whatever that is. Anyway, Stage complete. Gold coins. We will improve our magic wand and our card collection again. Let's go with improving the cleaver. Super knockback. Our free crate, lots of experience. Pork statue. Food increases damage by 1% up to 300%, diminishing returns after 50 foods. Okay, so the first 50 food increases damage. I mean, I definitely want it, but at some point it will tail off. What do we want then? Pyromaniac? Kill with fire, heal more life? Sure. And from here, well, we could get this chest over here. Even though there's this like champion thing here. Let's go with that. Fight the monsters, sure, lots of experience, but we'll get throwing knife. So now we've reached at least 50 damage. Revolution on elite killed, heal 10%. So we've now unlocked that for the next run. And we're going to pick up the cleaver. Anyway, this is a standard level. We're just trying to kill enemies. Oil. Base dash charge at once. Oh, 1 to 2. So we can use 2 at once. So if I hold it down, I think it is. Well. Oh no, it's recharging 2 at once. I see. So that's good. It means we recharge our dashes a lot quicker. But as well, we can use our dashes quite quickly, so we can just do that. Send up a whole load of throwing knives, which is why throwing knives just become really, really powerful. Anyway, what are we going for? Improve getting the projectile, but lose the size. Is size important? Let's just assume it is. But not that important. Like, they still hit, but maybe the hitbox being smaller doesn't hit as much. Just, you know, I don't think it matters too much. Pretty much infinite dash, because my throwing knife always kills something. Dash cooldown, sure, let's go with that. Even though I've got infinite dash, as I just said. Our selection, let's go with Spiked Shield. Take the chest that we came over here for. Experience, gold coins, the adventurous license. Shops contain more items, cards in shop are of better quality. And we're going to take the fire spirit to the next level. Go to the question mark, is it a shop? It is not. Don't take any damage, well that's probably going to be impossible. What are we going to have then? Let's take the castle. And we're trying to kill enemies and champions generally. And yeah, I took damage, so I think it was from the champion's circle thing on the ground. Let's... I mean, I think our pyromaniac thing, are we doing lots of kills with... Like, we're definitely burning things, but are they dying from it? I don't know. We seem to have plenty of health. We're not really losing it that much ever. But still, let's keep getting more defense. Reach at least 100 defense, which unlocks another synergy thing. Take damage, increase defense, or just increase the chance of electrocuting things. I like electrocuting things, please. So yeah, I'm just holding down spacebar. We are dashing forever. To the point where I don't think the enemy spawn is keeping up. Sure. Always go for heroic. Now,
thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like. And if you think you would enjoy more, then please subscribe, or even join me live on Twitch. Whilst it's cliche, all of these will help the channel. On screen is something carefully curated, or something the YouTube algorithm suggests, or maybe even both. In any case, have a great day.